Okay, so October 1st, I'm going to record this also. Let's see if we can get this a little better. All right, good enough. So October 1st, and basically what I wanted to go over today is a plan for the month and some productivity hacks. Maybe I can get that's scary. Oh God. Okay, good enough. Some productivity hacks that I've learned over the last few days listening to podcasts and sharing on social media. So just a few housekeeping things. If you got any Success Club points last month, hooray for you. You are in better shape than me. I had one that came from a lead, which I don't even know how I got, but alas, it is what it is. So October is a new month. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new month. Whatever didn't happen, we're moving on and going forward. Because the last month was not the greatest for most of us. So onward and upward. Upcoming events. Saturday, October 17th is Super Saturday, so find one in your area. If you're local to Central New York, a lot of us are going to Albany. Kaylee, you might actually be close to Albany also, kind of, probably 2 hours maybe. It's like an hour and a half from us. So wherever you live, get to a Super Saturday. They're on the weekend of October 17th, the area that you live in may be hosting a Super Sunday instead, so it might be on the 18th. If you're a personally sponsored coach of mine, you still have until I gotta look at my calendar, the 15th of October to hit Diamond to be included in our Diamond weekend. That is the 23rd through the 25th. It's in Old Forge. If you're my PS coach, it's all the information's in our personally sponsored page. The next and last housekeeping item for events is the Fall Classic is coming up in November. So registration for that will be the 19th to the 31st of this month. It's like Team Cup, but you have 3 team members instead of 5. I couldn't get the link to work for the FAQ. I'm guessing it's 1 diamond per team. That's usually how they work things. Most points wins. There'll be tiered prizes, I'm sure. You can look in your back office to get details on that. So find a team, head a team, be part of Team Classic. This month, I know that I posted it in the group last night when I got the email, but the promotions for this month are both 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme and Body Beast are on sale challenge packs for $140. The Kickstart ones for the 21 Day Fix and Fix Extreme are $180. Those are usually $205. So I think they're gearing us up for the Hammer and Chisel because both 21 Day Fix and Beast are on sale. And I didn't see this listed anywhere, but somebody made mention of it in Erin's group. With the 21 Day Fix challenge packs, I think it's just those ones. They're also giving the people who order an insulated tote bag, like to put their little containers in. So I thought that was cool. I didn't see it anywhere officially, but somebody did. So those are the challenge pack promotions. Try to figure out now your date for your challenge group so that you can start recruiting people, inviting people, figuring out when your deadline is going to be. I don't know how, I feel torn about this, but with the on-demand stuff now, you can actually have people order right up until like the day before your challenge because they have access to everything online. The only thing is if they're doing 21 Day Fix, they don't have the containers, they don't have their Shakeology, like they have the meal plan, but they'd have to measure everything out. It's kind of, so I don't know, feel out your people and see how, if somebody doesn't mind flying by the seat of their pants for a week, let them, whatever. So figure out your date, your deadline, all of that stuff so that you can be in October strong. So the two things that I wanted to really talk about today was how to be more productive, which doesn't necessarily mean doing more things. I've been listening to a lot of the Shailene Johnson podcasts lately, and especially since signing up for Smart Success at the beginning of the week, I really everything in my world was telling me I'm overwhelmed. I am the type of person, when I'm overwhelmed, I completely shut down. So overwhelmed doesn't do anything for me except for I pretty much hibernate. So I think that's what happened to me last month. I just was so overwhelmed with everything, and there was so much that I wanted to do, but I didn't even know where to start. I had no system. I don't know. The life got away from me with everything, including business. So I have realized what happened, what I need to do, and doing more is not one of those things. So if you've listened to Shailene Johnson at all, you know that she used to be the do more, 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 and when you think you haven't done enough, do even more. That used to be her. And, she's really into, work smarter, not harder. Figure out where your priorities are, all of that type of stuff. So I've been really diving into her stuff lately, because every time I listen to something, I'm like, does she have cameras in my house? Does she know? She's talking, I feel like she's legit talking straight at me. So the one thing that I learned this week, which I implemented just yesterday because I learned it the day before, but so far it's going well, and it's productivity and time management. If you listen to her podcast, you may have come across this one. It was from a few weeks ago. So basically there are, how many on this one? 5. So there's 5 steps for this. And number 1, if you've had any experience with Push, the book Push, her 30-day push program, this first step is kind of where she starts with all of that. So write down 10 goals that you want to accomplish in the next year. If you want to even break it back a little bit more and say 10 goals, or however many goals you want to accomplish by the end of the year. 90 days is a little easier to work with than a full year. You can kind of break things down, or maybe do the full year and then say, okay, which 3 or 4 things do I want to get done before the end of the year? And one of those goals should be financial, because most usually your financial goal is going to be your push goal, because that finance goal is going to allow you to do other things, and it's going to be the first domino in that line to make sure that you can get everything else done. So figure out your 10 goals, whatever they are, whether they're business, fitness, family, spiritual, financial, any portion of your life, 10 goals. And then for 30 minutes, set a timer, because I had a really hard time with this. For 30 minutes, take out a notebook, take out a pen, and just dump everything out of your brain, and everything that's related to completing that push goal. So my push goal is to make a certain amount of dollars on top of what I'm making right now with my business by the end of the year. So every single thing that's related to that, you have to write it down. Whether it's make a website, recruit more coaches, post more on Facebook, everything that comes to your mind about how you can accomplish this goal. And then once you have those things down, you have to break every single step down into 10-minute increments. So every single thing on your list should be something that you can accomplish in 10 minutes. And the productivity part comes in where you're only going to pick 2, maybe 3 things to do every day. So every day when you wake up and you look at your list and you say, okay, these are all the things that I could do today. What are the 3 things that I'm going to pick to do? So then you don't feel overwhelmed. Like, I am the queen of making a to-do list that's this long with all of this stuff, and I do 2 things on it, and I'm like, well, my day is screwed. I didn't even do anything. But really, you did accomplish things. You just, life gets in the way. So figure out those 3 things. And as I was looking at this, I was also thinking those 3 things should be different. For example, your power hour shouldn't be those 3 things, because you're doing that anyway. That's already like part of your day, what you're doing. Just like washing the dishes shouldn't be part of it, because you have to wash your dishes every day. So 3 things off of that specific list of, okay, I'm going to look for a domain name today. I'm going to research something. Like 2 or 3 different things that will move your business forward. And then figure out, speaking of power hour, you also have to figure out when you're most like in the zone with your brain. And for a lot of us who, most of us have full-time jobs. My power hour, like my time when my brain is on, I'm at work. And I'm like, oh, if I could just not be here, it would be so much better for my brain. So you may have to tweak that depending on, your life schedule if you're working full time. But figure out when that power hour is, and really, like, if returning messages for you, or messaging people, or checking into your challenge groups or stuff like that, like that's like your business power hour. But if that doesn't take like all of your brain power, I would recommend not doing that like in the hour that your brain is, when you have the most mojo, because you need to be doing creative things during that time. So for example, like usually, used to be, before I started being a pregnant person who was in a coma for 12 hours a day. I used to be able to get up really early, and like everything was calm. The house was quiet. I could come in my office at like 5 a.m, and I could do like creative stuff, like make posts and think of content and that type of stuff in the morning hours. So you should be doing like content related things during your creative time as much as you can. I know we have to kind of work around our other schedules right now because we're not full-time Beachbody coaches, most of us. But try to, link it up as best as possible. So if you do all of those things, you'll be more productive this week. I've been doing it for 2 days and I already feel more productive. And I actually, this is from a different podcast that I listened to. I did put it in the group this morning. I made this morning per Shailene Johnson's recommendation to take everything off of your home screen on your phone except for a to-do list app. So this is how I made my phone screen. So that's my main, when I first turn my phone on, because I turn my phone on to like just zone out, like to scroll Facebook or to scroll Pinterest or scroll whatever. And I waste so much time looking at stupid cat videos and bullshit pictures of people's weddings that I don't even know them. And looking at people's kids that I don't even know. So it's a lot of wasted time. So I was trying to find a creative picture to put on my home screen or something like really motivational. And then I thought, I don't need to be motivated. I need somebody to go, hey, stop doing that. Stop. Is this productive? No, it's not. Stop doing that. So that's why I made that my home screen. So if you do something that's similar to that, it works, because every time I turn my phone on today, like, what's going on Facebook? Oh, it's not a productive use of my time. I put that down. So it's worked. I don't know the long term if it'll work, but it's working now for me. So if that's, if those are the 5 things that you take with productivity, if you have time to listen to some podcasts, Build Your Tribe and the Shalene Show, they both have because she's really amping up Smart Success right now. So there's so much stuff on there about productivity and time management and protecting your time and doing less but achieving more. All that type of stuff is all on her podcast. So I would recommend listening to those if you can. So that is my spiel on productivity. The next thing I wanted to talk about, because it's the beginning of the month and I've already seen, probably because my news feed is filled with coaches from all over, all kinds of coaches, not just our team, posts that make me want to gouge my eyeballs out. Because if I see one more stock picture of the 21-day fix and it's on sale this month and contact me, blah, 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 people don't listen to that shit. They just don't. It's the same, what happens? It's the same thing when I see somebody post those stupid raps and I unfollow them. As soon as I see that, I'm like, yeah, no. Because it's so salesy. And that's why all network marketing gets a bad rap, because people are salesy. So I don't want us to be salesy, because it doesn't work. And it's annoying. And it's bothersome. And you're going to make people go away. So I made a little list during my little creative mojo hour when I was at work, and I should have been writing my notes, but I was doing this instead. So this is all of everything that I've learned for the last 3.5 years on how you should post on Facebook. So number 1, no stock photos. All of you, no stock photos. Use your own photos. No blasting sales. Don't even tell anybody that shit's on sale. Don't even tell them on your regular Facebook wall. Save that till you're talking to them. Oh, you wanted to do a 21-day fix? Well, guess what? You're going to look, it's on sale today. So none of that. None of that. Everybody raise your hand and say, I will not do that. And then the next thing is share your own testimonials. You may not have done all of these programs, but we have on demand now, so you can at least try the workouts. You can at least say, I've done a workout from this program. And with the size of our team, there's enough people who have done pretty much every program that people are going to come to you for. I guarantee almost nearly every single person on this team has done 21-day fix. Or 21-day fix extreme. Tons of people have done PIO. And there's a growing number of people who are doing Beast, or have done Beast, or have some sort of, I completely lost the word I wanted to say, experience with Beast. And more girls are doing Beast too, which is really helpful. Because before last year, when I first did Beast, everyone's like, well, why are you doing Beast? It's for guys. I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm the only girl that's doing it, so nobody believes me. But now there's a bunch of girls who are doing Beast, who've done Beast, who have really awesome testimonials. And if you notice, I did post a picture on my page, and I've been trying to tag them all over to my personal page too, which is a headache, but that's a whole different topic. And I put 6 pictures on the top, and 3 of them are 21-day fix pictures, and 3 of them are Body Beast pictures. But people won't realize that. But if you can post pictures like that, then when you talk to people and they say, hey, I saw that picture that you posted, blah, 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 you can say, oh, this is the program that person in that picture used. And I just went through, I literally, I thought in my head, I'm like, okay, I have my 21-day fix pictures. I know Kaylee and Kaylee both had really good 21-day fix pictures. I'm going to take those. And then I thought of the 3 people that I knew that had awesome beast transformations. Katie and Tara and Jack, he just won like $1,000, I think $1,000, 500 or 1,000, either one. So I was like, oh, I'll grab those pictures. And then if you're using pictures from our team, you can also tell people that you know these people, like you know them personally, you know that they're real people, you know that they really did these programs. So use your own testimonials or testimonials from our team, and use Beachbody On Demand to get acclimated. Like Hammer and Chisel sneak peek came out today. So if that's something, you know, I would do that workout in the next week or so. Post a video about it, or a post, like some type of a post, because that we're gearing up to be releasing it in December. Create your own photos. I know I said this before, but like be unique with your photos and make them eye-catching and make them something that somebody's going to stop and actually look at, and maybe even read the writing that you wrote above your photo if it's interesting enough. So try to be original with your pictures. You can get ideas from other people, but put your own spin on it and make them your own. Be consistent and trustworthy with your Facebook posting. I know this is something that I still struggle with because I can't seem to find the balance with work and when people are looking at my page, and it's an ever evolving thing. You just have to be posting. So anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day, be posting value for people. Don't just be blasting stuff, pictures that are irrelevant or things that people don't care about. Like try to make a schedule, which I have yet to do for an entire week at a time. But if you make a schedule, if you say, okay, Mondays, I'm going to post motivational stuff. Tuesdays will be for recipes. Wednesdays will be for workouts. Thursdays will be transformations. Friday, whatever. Like whatever your schedule is, try to be consistent and keep those topics running all the time so that people know what they can expect from your page. And also, then you have an idea of what you're going to post about. You're not just like, a lot of times I have made really poor decisions on posting because I'm like, I didn't post yet. I should post something. I need to post something. So then you just post something, but then it's like crickets because it's useless information that should have never been posted anyway. So at least if you have a schedule, you have an idea, and you can kind of be like looking out for things over the course of the week and like save. If you have a system that's awesome, like Google Drive or Awesome Note, or even your note app on your phone, if you like think of a post, but you don't need to just post it right now. Think of a post, kind of write down some notes so you can make it better for yourself. Or if you see a picture that you want to use, like keep those in some sort of a system for yourself so that you can go back and make your posts for the week. Maybe every 3 days you make your posts for the next 3 days or whatever. If you want to do a whole week at a time, God bless you, because I cannot seem to get the ADD out of my head enough to do that. But, however you want to do it. And once a week only one time a week, ask people to give back to you, which is joining your team, joining a challenge. So if you're posting consistently all week long with all of this value 2 to 4 times a day, that's 14 to 28 pieces of valuable information, that you've given to people over the course of the week. And then once a week, they're going to see, they can work with you one-on-one, or they can join your team. So you're going to be more valuable to them because they see, like, this is what this girl's giving away for free. Like, imagine what she gives us when I actually buy something. So just once a week, and then it will keep it from being bombarding-ish of stuff like that. And in those posts, Create a call to action. So either tell people to message you or tell them to email you or to, tell them what to do. We like to know what to do. And the last thing with sharing is just share your life as a coach with these programs. Like a lot, which I could beat myself up about it. It is what it is. I am not working out right now. I am not being consistent with working out. I am not a fit pregnant person. That's just how it is. That's how my cards fell. I'm trying to do my best. However, Beachbody still has changed my life, and it's still in my life, and there's still things that can be shared. So it doesn't all have to be workouts. You can share, for example, I don't share this as much anymore because it was last year, but we paid for our wedding in cash with, I would have never been able to pay for a wedding with cash just from my own savings for my own job. Like, we're able to purchase income properties because of Beachbody. Like, there's the money side, there's the well-being side where I would bet 100% of Beachbody coaches, all of us, are better mentally, internally now than we were before we were coaches, because we have stacks and stacks and stacks of books that we're reading and all this personal development that we're doing. So you can share that. You can share the support of your challenge group and your team and, kind of the community feel, and just how your life is different because of this company being involved in your life. It doesn't just all have to be fitness related. It doesn't have to be nutrition related. It can just be life in general. So those were the things that I was thinking about when I saw my 18th stock picture of the 21 Day Fix on my newsfeed this morning. I was like, oh my God, we have to stop the madness. So those are my tips for today. That's basically all I had. Where's my time on here? I don't even know. I don't know how to tell how long we've been talking, but I do know, just a half an hour because it's 9 o'clock. Look at that. If I look at my clock, so that's all I have for today, and I'm losing my voice and I have to go to bed. So I will post this recording as soon as I get it loaded into YouTube. My computer surprises me every week. Sometimes it's done in 4 minutes, sometimes it's done in 40 hours. I never know. It's a gamble. It's a surprise. So as soon as it goes up into YouTube Live, I will post the link. I'll put it in the documents section, the file section underneath today's date. So share this with anyone else that you think may need it, and we will talk to you another day. Next week, we'll have another call, but I don't know the topic yet because I'm flying by the seat of my pants with topic calls. So if you have anything that you would like to learn about or know about or struggles that you have, please send them my way so that I can get ideas for team calls. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.